I had known Marcus for 11 years. We met in the 7th grade when he defended me from a kid who stole my lunch, and from that day forward we were inseparable. Same college, same apartment for 2 years, best men at each other's hypothetical weddings whenever we got drunk enough to talk about the future. That kind of friend. Priya came into my life about 8 months before everything fell apart. She worked at the coffee shop near my office, and I spent 3 weeks inventing reasons to go in before I finally asked for her number. She laughed when I did it, not cruelly, just genuinely amused at how obviously I had been building up to it. We went out on a Thursday. By Saturday I was already in trouble. I told Marcus about her on Sunday. He sat across from me at our usual diner and listened while I described her laugh, the way she argued about films, how she ordered her coffee. He smiled the whole time. He said she sounded incredible. He said I deserved someone like that. He asked to meet her. I should have thought more carefully about that. We had dinner, the 3 of us, about a month into things with Priya and me. Marcus was his usual self, funny, warm, easy to be around. Priya liked him immediately. I remember feeling proud, the way you feel proud when 2 important parts of your life fit together without friction. I thought, this is good. This is how it is supposed to work. Things with Priya moved carefully. She was deliberate with her feelings, not cold, just measured. She told me early on that she had been hurt badly before and that she needed time to be sure about things. I respected that. I gave her space. I kept showing up. For 4 months I kept showing up. Marcus started joining us more often. Group dinners, a few weekend trips with mutual friends where Priya would come along. I never thought anything of it. He was my best friend. She was the person I was falling in love with. It felt natural. I noticed small things but told myself they meant nothing. The way he remembered details she had mentioned in passing. The way she laughed a little differently around him, looser somehow. I told myself I was being paranoid. I told myself I trusted them both. The night I found out was a Friday in November. Priya and I had plans for dinner but she cancelled that afternoon, said she was exhausted and needed a quiet night in. I understood. I went to Marcus's place instead, figured we would watch something and order food. He didn't answer when I buzzed. I texted him. No response. I almost left, but his car was outside, so I buzzed again. He let me in. He sounded strange on the intercom but I did not register it until I was already up the stairs and he opened the door and I saw Priya standing in his kitchen. Nobody moved for a few seconds. I looked at her. I looked at him. I looked at the 2 glasses of wine on the counter. I looked at the way they were both standing too still, the way people stand when they are trying not to make sudden movements. Priya said my name. I asked what was happening. I already knew. Some part of me had probably known for weeks, and the rest of me was scrambling to stay behind that knowing so I wouldn't have to face it yet. Marcus told me. He said they had been talking, just talking at first, and then it had become more, and they were sorry, and they had not meant for it to happen, and they had been trying to figure out how to tell me. He said he had kissed her 2 weeks ago. He said it as if 2 weeks ago made it better, as if the timeline was the problem. I did not yell. I remember being surprised by that. I had always imagined that if someone betrayed me I would be loud about it. Instead I was very quiet. I asked Priya if she had feelings for him and she said yes. I asked if she had feelings for me and she said she did. That was why this was so hard, but that what she felt with Marcus was different. I nodded like I was following directions. I left. I walked home in the cold without my jacket because I had left it on his couch and I was not going back for it. For about 2 months I did not speak to either of them. Marcus called and texted. I read the messages but I did not respond. Priya sent one long email that I read 3 times and then archived. I went to work. I came home. I talked to my sister a lot. I started running in the mornings, not for health, just to have somewhere to put everything. In February Marcus showed up at my door. He did not call ahead. He just stood there and said he was not leaving until we talked. I almost shut the door in his face. I did not. I let him in. He sat at my kitchen table and told me everything he should have told me months earlier. That he had been in love with Priya from the night he met her, that he had fought it, that he had hated himself for it, that he had tried to stay away and couldn't. He told me he should have come to me the moment he felt it and given me the chance to decide what to do with that information. He told me there was no version of what he did that was okay. I told him I was angry. I told him that losing him had hurt as much as losing her, maybe more, because I had not seen it coming and I thought I knew him. I told him that trust was not something I could just switch back on. He said he knew. He said he was asking for the chance to earn it back, not today, not soon, just eventually. We sat there for a long time. I made coffee. We talked until midnight. I do not know what we are now. Not what we were. Something smaller and more careful. Priya and Marcus are together. I have met someone else, slowly, deliberately, the way you do when you finally understand what it costs to rush. Some days I am fine with how things turned out. Some days the diner, the dinner, the kitchen in November all come back and I have to sit with it for a while. But I am still here. Still going. That is the whole story.